cleaned up and ready to ship. We'll see how long I can keep it this clean for. Look at that ground gleaming. And then we got orders going out today. This is a proper shipping room. Refrigerators, boxes, piles of boxes, brooms, computers, equipment, pump sprayers, calendars, hats, everything you might need. I got a bag of net in here. There's a nice net over in here that I want to get. I don't want to hurt it yet, but there is a nice net in there, down there. I see it in there. I want to mess with that net one day. A level. I feel like this doesn't belong to me. Like this is my neighbor's and I got to give it back still. I'm going to ask him about that because I don't remember buying a level. This ain't my level. That belongs to someone else. I think he let me borrow it and he's like, just keep it. Someone let me borrow that level. That's a nice pump sprayer. I just bought a box of Talstar. Should probably throw the box away. Process complete. Let's take a look inside here. See what's going on. Open the drain valve. Wait a second. Is that what you do? First you open the drain valve. And it makes a noise where it hisses like that. That was an interesting noise. It's cracking noises I'm hearing. Huh. Let's see what happens inside here. What's going on? Okay. Everything looks good. Let's see how the strawberries come out. Yeah, I'm thinking they're dry. Oh, they're sweet too. Alright, I'm closing back up. I'm probably gotta add more dry time. It's nice to see that thing still working. So, more dry time. Continue. Let's see if it gets the suction. That pump's pretty quiet for being an oil pump. Yeah, freeze dryer's working good. Same stuff, man. Look, I got a selfie stick. Isn't that cool? I don't know if it's gonna help me or hurt me, but I found an old one that I had. Let's see if I can get this stream going here. I gotta ship some plants out. I'm looking for a place to wedge the thing. Look, I think I found it. Yeah. Yeah. I can wedge it right in here, I think. Wow. How's that? It's professional today. That's the freeze dryer you hear running over there. So my new method, I have a whole new system now. I have this tray in here. I pull my weeds and just drop them right on the tray. So first we're gonna pull the weeds on all the plants, all right? Pull them weeds. Pull them weeds. Pull them weeds. This is a grafted anomaly right here. The nice one. This is a guava, forest guava. That's a privet stopper. These are all eBay items. I sell plants on eBay. Did you know that? I don't have anything listed right now. I had to take a break, man. So we use this time right now to pull any weeds, break off any suckers, look for any bugs. There shouldn't be any bugs. Specifically ants, but there's other bugs that might come your way, like a centipede or a millipede. I bet you one day, or a lizard egg. We try not to send anyone any ants. You know what I mean? So now I need stuff to pack it with. Paper. whole bunch of paper. And I organized it into a box. It's all my paper to pack with. So you take some paper, and then you stuff the top of the plant. And this keeps it from jostling around up and down. Wrap. These U-line catalogs are great for using as a shipping material. It's a nice soft paper. It just works really well. I like how soft it is. So I'm trying not to make a mess in here, but I'm definitely going to have to sweep this place out every day after I ship. It's going to have to be cleaned. And I went for like 3 months without cleaning it in here. And it just turned into this trash heap from Star Wars. You remember Star Wars, the trash heap scene? The original Star Wars? That's what it was like in here. Rex was like Han Solo, and I was like Luke Skywalker, if that's even who was in there. And I guess my cat would be Chewie. But then I got it cleaned out in here, man. It's a lot different now. It's just it's a lot nicer when you're shipping and you're not crowded by trash. I hate to ship them, but if you ever get a black sugar ant from me, don't worry, man. Them things ain't regulated, are they? I really don't think they're worried about black sugar ants, but sometimes they'll be on a pot and I'll be like, I don't feel like poisoning it, and they're just black sugar ants, man. They don't really hurt anything. They're good, man. You need them. If you don't have them already, get you some, man. Some black sugar ants, man. I'm just kidding, but sometimes I feel like I might accidentally give you a black sugar ant. But those are the best ones, man. Yes, they might encourage scales and aphid, but how you gonna get rid of them? You can't. They're everywhere, and they don't bite. They just walk around. I'd be surprised if every state don't have them. They're beautiful little ants, and they walk around. You can let them crawl all over you. And they don't bite or nothing. They probably do hurt something. The worst are the imported red fire ants, but they're really easy to spot. They make mounds and they come out and sting the hell out of you. They're pretty easy to control too. Oh, that's the last of that roll. Let's go in the trash can. I got a trash bag in here, guys. A right proper trash bag, yeah? Look. One of these rolls will last you. And it's a lot better than this shit. This is just like a saran wrap roll. This stuff does not cut it. You cannot stretch this the same way. It's just, this is not what you need in life. You need this. I get mine from U-Haul. Movers wrap. 10 by 1,000. These will last me a couple months at least. I don't ship a lot of plants though. If you shipped 1 million plants, you'd be done. But this costs, I think it's like $11. I couldn't find it anywhere cheaper. It's the perfect size too. but I think I'm almost out of these. This is a Kimber's hybrid. And my mother tree is fruiting like crazy right now, boy. We never really had I never had a big crop to show anybody, but this is the first year that my Kimber's hybrid, the mother tree, is going nuts. And this is a nice looking tree. It looks a lot bigger than when I sold it. They grow, like, seriously, a plant that I sell on eBay, by the time I get around to shipping it 5 days after the auction, 4 days after the auction, the tree might be 3 to 5 inches bigger than it was in the auction. It's always funny, that happens a lot. I'll show you 2 plants right now that look bigger. Like, I didn't even recognize them. Well, no, just this one in my hand right here is growing a bit. But I got another one in the greenhouse right now that's put on a good 2 or 3 inches at least since the auction. It's a nice looking tree. I don't have a ton of those either. This is a nice anomaly. Big, nice tree, nice size scion. Nice tree. What's up, Jordan? I think I'm shipping you out today, homie. I got your plant wrapped up. I'm shipping you out. I think I'm a day early. Or a couple days early. Everything's wrapped up. Strapped up, wrapped up. I got my trash here. I can take that outside and dump it. It's staying clean in here, y'all. I'm not going back to my old ways, y'all. I'm keeping it clean. Man, clean. Now I can skate in here again. Just go like that. I think I'm fall. Oh no, he hit the boxes. Oh. It's dangerous skating. Oh. The party ain't over till we get a 360 shove. Ah! Come on now. Ah! That's ugly. I might have to take it. I don't want to get hurt. I'm gonna have to give up. I kind of did it. Better give up before I get work. Okay. You fall and break one of the plants. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go outside and try to water some plants. But I bet you the stream quality will break down. So, if it breaks down, guys, it's been really fun. But if not, let's see what happens. Just turn it off. I gotta throw that office chair away. shit, I gotta go water these other plants over here. Hey, buddy. Hey, why? Hey. I gotcha. I gotcha, boy. Yeah. Come here. She closed her eye a lot. That's her good eye. She said, don't look at that eye, because I'll give you this evil eye. She's a good bird, though. She's top notch. Hey, buddy. Woo, woo, woo. Why you close your eye all the time like that? You're damn cute. Get on my leg here. You gonna jump down? You gonna jump down? You're just gonna sit there. You're tall. She's funny. She gonna do a little wiggle? She didn't do the wiggle. Okay. Some strawberry seeds stuck in my teeth from that. This hose has got some reach now. Look at me go. I think I added an extension to it. Oh, I just got turned off. Okay. Can't show you all that fruit on it, but I'll have to get in there again. It's got some ready to pick that are actually the first time I'll ever be able to taste them ripe. I mean, I don't know what percentage this shade cloth is, but it seems to be perfect. I think it's perfect. They're not getting too hot. They're not too shaded. The trees really like whatever percentage of shade this is good. It's like 60%, I guess, 30%. I don't know. I should know what percentage this cloth is. I was hoping it was 30%. That's what I thought would be best, is 30% cloth. But I don't know. I should know the grades by looking at it because I'm in the industry. But to be honest, I've never, in the 10 years plus of me doing this, I've never gone to buy shade cloth. I've always just gotten it scrap or had pieces from friends. And I bought this nursery and it came with a bunch of shade cloth and I just used the pieces that are around. No, the chicken hasn't found a weak spot yet. No, it's the squirrels will just chew a hole through eventually, and rats probably will get in eventually. But for now, this is gonna last just temporarily. It's gonna be decent. I'm sure it'll work. And then it's a seasonal thing here where the animals are compelled to eat the fruit a lot more during certain times of the year. And right now, they're calming down on eating my seeds out of my fruit. So like the patanga tubas are actually got green fruit holding, and the squirrels haven't been hitting it as much. And I still see the squirrels in the yard, don't get me wrong. And I haven't like killed a whole bunch of them. So I know it's not because I'm killing squirrels or anything. I only took out 4 of them. And that, you know, they still were eating them for a little while, but it has something to do with the rain, I think. And It's a seasonal thing. In the spring, they like to eat the nut out of the fruit, the seed. These are some sapodillas that I was keeping to grow the fruit and to graft from. And the butterscotch sapodillas have been really, really harder for me to grow. Kind of spindly and like lanky, not vigorous trees. So we'll see about that. I just fertilized the hell out of them and staked them up. So I think they got an issue with nematodes when I first got them. I put them out in the yard, and it's like nematodes just got right into the pots and made them just stunted for a while there. Sorry, I missed that last comment. Let me see if I can scroll down. Your Wile E. Coyote chickens are roadrunner. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, Bill, I got to get back to your text message. I think I figured out what I'm going to do, too. A lot of the plants that I was going to wholesale are just going to get listed on my website. And I need to start doing listings on my website again. So I am going to put some items on the website, at least 5 different items, things that you can buy, you know, not on eBay, direct from the website. I'll have that up in about a week or 2. Or no, give me a little time, but I do have to do that. And then I may calm down on the eBay for a month. I don't know. It just depends. Probably not. I'd like to sell direct from the website for a little bit and get in the habit of that and go back to that a little bit and experiment more with that. So I gotta figure that out. It's just all, if you're making decent money the way you're doing it, it's hard to get motivated to change anything. And I've just been doing eBay, and it pays the bills. And then anything else is extra work. Here I have a website. I'm paying $30 a month to have it up on, you know, Square or Weebly or whatever. And I don't even use it. It's like a virtual business card, you know? Clark gonna have to manage that when he gets here. I want to put him up to it, man. I got to. If I can, that'd be great. If I can show him how to work it and get him to do some website management. It's really as easy as operating Facebook. They've made it very easy to do. I just don't want to do it, Mom. I don't want to do it. I want to go outside and water the plants. We fertilized these yesterday. I put down a bunch of fertilizer. Eugenia stipitata coming back. See if you can see the leaves coming out. This is the variety Sororia. Yeah, I know. It would be nice to find someone to be able to manage. It's just hard, though, because I need someone physically here to go outside, know what the plants are, then make the listings, and then that kind of shit. Tell you, it's nice if you're a lizard that's trapped inside this net, you got the paradise life. The Mosey's hybrid starting to color up. You see them fruits getting color. I've never been able to let them get fully ripe. I always had to pick them early because of some creature. But now I got my net, and I got a real good chance of being able to let them get ripe. We fertilized all these jabuticabas, I believe, the other day. No, we didn't. We didn't fertilize these yet. No. We didn't fertilize these jabos. No. This is a jabuticaba I got from Ben Poirier in California. He called it ribbed or something like that. It looks kind of like a Fitrantha with a small leaf, if you ask me. I don't know what the hell it is. And then I think this is another one that was from the same batch of seeds, and it just looks a lot different. So I don't know what's going on. I think these are the ones he called ribbed. And they haven't fruited for me yet. And they look different. So maybe, who knows what the hell they are. I've had them for years. They're definitely over 8 years old by now. And I've got the pair of them there. I see my peppers are doing good. That pepper down there looking good. Real good. This water's got some minerals in it that turn the plants white. So I guess that's calcium. It's got calcium in the water maybe, because it'll turn them leaves white. Put a white, like a mottling on them. You know what I mean? And then the well in the greenhouse, it leaves them red. It's got a lot more iron in it, I think. Get out of there, scum. Get out of there, boy. Turn your ass around. Turn your ass around. Get out of there. Cease and desist. Good boy. He went in there to mess with my plants. I had to wet him down, y'all. Nothing personal. He knows I love him. Okay. Let's see how much more distance I get this way now. I bought a new hose. 100-footer. $44. Can you believe that? Dang, this hose does reach now. It didn't used to go this far. Let's see what I can do here. It's got a kink in it. Come on, straighten out. There we go. That's a little grafted Patanga tuba. Man, it's been beat up over the years, but it's still alive. I fertilize it, I water it, but it's just a little too hot out there, I think. Little grafted chi. Those have really been unimpressive out here. They haven't performed so well. The chi, Mandarin melonberry. It's a Chinese mulberry relative, I think. And they hold fruit and then they fall off, and they fall off small. When they turn red and they don't get full size and they fall off. I have a seedless female tree and it's just been frustrating. Doesn't really do anything. That's your Patanga nude right there. I don't know if you can see it. The contrast is pretty poor, but I planted 3 of them out here. Patanga nude, yellow variety. Makes you wonder how it tastes, you know? I guess the flavor doesn't quite matter. As long as it's a yellow fruit, right? That's a lemon drop mangosteen right there that got hit by the cold, but it's still doing fine. I bet you there's some Patanga tubas that are ready today. They go from being yellow, green yellow to orange in a day. Like they seriously will ripen up on you in a day. Let's see what we got going on over here. Bunch of lemon drop mangosteens hitting the floor. Some of these might be ripe by the end of the day. Like I've seriously seen them go from this to ripe in a day. Okay, we got one ripe over here, people. We getting them ripe. Like I pick them like this all the time. There's one there. Oh, here's another one here. Boom, they're coming off in clusters, bro. Clusters. So we'll take them off. Let's see what else we got over here. I hear a chicken. Oh, there's one at the top. There's one hiding out up here, man. I'll take that back to the laboratory for a gene sequencing in my mouth. Okay. Yeah, the squirrels would have usually chewed off a lot of these green ones by now, but they're letting me live. So I let them live, yo. There's probably some hiding on here, but I don't feel like standing around looking for them. The thing to do right now would be take with some miracle fruit, because I have some miracle fruit. Eat the miracle fruit with this. This is the lemon drop mangosteen dropping fruit, y'all. It's dropping fruit. It's got quite a bit on it. I was thinking to sell some of this fruit because I have more than I need to plant. I just don't know what's a fair price. Some of them are getting good size now. I've been watering it every day. And there were some that went through the freeze that are never gonna get any size. And then some that do get some size. Anyway. Let's taste these real quick. That was a good one. That one wasn't as sweet. First one was the best. Hawk or something. It's a bald eagle, I think, actually. You can't see it. No, it's not a bald eagle. It's a damn crow, right? No, it's a hawk. That's a hawk. But I did see a bald eagle up there. Okay. Let's say that helped. The watering situation over here. These need a ton of water when it's hot. Cambuca in full sunlight, better water. I've been watering every day, man, every day. Just like that Luther Vandross song, remember? Never too much, never too much, never too much. And I just don't wanna stop. Yep. So I got my plants packed up. I'm gonna ship out some seeds. Oh dang, the white jabuticaba is loaded over there. I'm about to walk over in a second and show you that white jabuticaba. Let me see if I can get this hose where I want it. Give me 1 second here, people. Bear with me. I'm about to show you a white. For the day on the internet, this is the most white jabuticaba you're gonna see for the day. Hold up. Let me get over there real quick. Oh, almost got wet. Okay, I'm coming back around. I cut down these palm fronds the other day. A million is never. When I first saw this tree in the magazines, this is what it looked like. I was like, dang, I just want to get it because look how thick it is with that fruit. It doesn't give the bark a chance to breathe, y'all. That's why I wanted it when I saw it. So I'm gonna make sure to water so these mold fill out. You know what I mean? Seeds are valuable. It's nice because the birds don't really mess with it either. They see it green and they think it's not ripe. Trying to get this achacharu to fruit, and I don't think it's there yet, y'all. My people, let's go ahead and water this back. Probably need to fertilize it too so they get bigger, the fruit. It's not like the biggest fruit on a jabuticaba, but they're fun to eat. They're all sweet, very sweet flavor. Make a really good vinegar or wine or like an icy. You can make a syrup to flavor like an Italian ice or something like that. Make a jam or a wine, you know what I mean? That's where I think this product will excel, in that realm, if you will. But it's good, it's good, it's good, it's real good. But it's not the biggest fruit, and it does have some seed. It's wild. It's not been domesticated. You gotta remember that. This ain't the seedless grape you're gonna get at the grocery store. You understand? You know what I mean? Wet them down. If it ain't raining, you better water them. This tree could always use a little more. Never too much, never too much. Cambuca, baby, grafted. It's flowered and held fruit, but then we had a drought year and some wind and a bird and pecked it off. I was thinking it might be able to fruit this year. We'll see, won't we? Won't we? Won't we? Won't we? All right, I'm gonna walk around and grab that hose, continue watering, and then let's go take a look over here at this Dovialis tree for a second here. Take a look at this here. This is usually when the service cuts out. Purvis is about to lose his service. It's fine, I don't care. Oh, the birds are stealing them. I had fruit in here that actually turned red. Let's see one left. Oh, there's two more. Oh, three more. They hide real well until they're ready. I'm gonna walk around the backside of this tree. Then there's your acerola. Good fruit, real sweet this year. I guess less rain makes them smaller, but real sweet. Probably the sweetest I've ever tasted them. It's all that heat and lack of water, I guess. I don't know. Good flavor, but small. Here we go. Ah, thorns in your eyes. Ah, there's one that's ready up there. They're all over in here. They're getting good size too, even for this drought. I see one that's basically ready. This is like, they never let you get them ready. And to be honest, I've come to find I like them a little early actually. Like I've gotten one fully ripe and I don't think I like it as much as when it's a little early. Let's take these aside. So this one's not even really ripe, but it's close. They turn purple when they're ripe. I think I like them best when they look like this. And then I do even eat them like this too, when they're yellow. Yeah. So that's the Dovialis hybrid tropical apricot. Bet you it'd be good with the miracle fruit. I do have the miracle fruit over here. I just don't wanna stop. See, it doesn't have a seed. It's seedless. The flesh is a little bit mealy. The skin is like, you know, whatever, like velvety. It's very sour. But it's got a good flavor. I like them. Yeah. That one got mealy. I like them more like this, I think. It depends on what kind of Garcinia it is. The flesh is less mealy when you eat it like that. I like the flavor when they're like this. I mean, personally, over here, I'll wait for them to get a little more size. 2 or 3 years at least before I plant them out, depending on the variety. I see a squirrel over here. Bird. The seedling I just planted there, Scarlet, I know, ESALQ seedling there. Sorry. I'm looking for any Pitanga. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Check it out. Pitanga tuba. And it's fruiting right next to a star fruit. So it's gonna look funny. People are gonna see those Pitanga tubas near the star fruit and be like, wait a second. You got a what under a what the heck? That's gonna throw people for a loop. Starfruit's been really easy to grow for me. All right, I'm gonna do the grand finale over here. We're gonna wind down and I'm gonna water a couple more plants over here. And then I'm gonna walk over to the hybrids that are fruiting in the shade house and do an update on them. Maybe taste one or two. Your Fwang tongues and flower are nice. I like that fruit a lot. It's just fun to eat. You know, they're not too sweet, not too sour. It's like a green apple. I mess with the Fwang tongues. They're good. I like them. It's not the best fruit in the world, but man, for a star fruit, and you can't get them at the store because it's got those deep wings and they don't ship well, so you never see them at the store. So that's why I like them. They're just, you got to grow it if you want to eat it, or know someone who is growing it. This is the purple pulp jabbo. Plenty of cauliflower variety, Roxa pulpa, whatever. Isn't that cool? Pulpa Roxa, however you say it. Three of them there. 25 gallons. Probably going on 5-6 years old by now, I bet. My hose tangled up, man. This is causing all sorts of mental anguish for me. Plants knocking over, hoses twisting. This ELCLQ needs some fertilizer. That's probably why it's not fruiting. Also because it's got too much shade. I'd like to see some flowers on this Luke's Garcinia again. This one's definitely flowered before, and one of them was making what looked like a male flower. So maybe I can try to crisscross pollinate. First two fruits on that Phatrantha bronca. Kind of exciting. Trunciflora red hybrid. Just starting to fruit really. Got several fruit on it here and there. Kind of impressed by how much it's flowering. Oh, there's some more fruit over here I didn't. I've been hitting it heavy with the water. Don't forget these. Mirceria glomerata. Oh, big flowering coming on that tree. Bunch of flowers coming. I'll show you that in a second. Let me see if I can get this hose over it. Okay. Hoping it sets fruit finally. Some kind of fucking bug on me. One of them spiders again. He bailed out. Yeah, nice blooming coming on here. A big, heavy bloom. Which is interesting because the other ones are not blooming at this time. The other Mircerias have taken a break. But this one is seeming to bloom at a good time to set fruit. It's very nice. And then I have one in the ground as well. I was hoping this would set fruit in the greenhouse, but it didn't. And it's never fruited for me, but it's been flowering for several years. This one's in the ground. And I don't see flowers coming on it, I don't think, on this. But it's doing very well in the ground. It doesn't mind the soil. The leaves look great. No tip burn. I might prune back this tree off of it because it's crowded by the cambuca. It's right next to that cambuca there. And I don't see any flowers now that it's in all this shade, but at least it's healthy and it made it through the winter. Beautiful leaves on it. I just like the tree a lot. Collector's item, if you will. But I wouldn't be surprised if this thing's as tall as the house in a couple years, and it'll live through a freeze, just not a really, really bad freeze. We'll see. We'll see. Working on it. Look at all the marks from like the animals, the squirrels running up it. That's squirrel claw mark. Rats and squirrels, primarily. Nothing wrong with watering a cambuca on a hot day, huh? It's not even that hot, really. But we're just gonna wet it on down to get the whole tree paste. There you go, baby. Hard to get a shot of that miracle fruit. Got some nice fruit on it. Trying to get off any bugs on the tree. We just hit it with some fertilizer. Well, the other one, actually. Oh, look. It's a cocktail tree. It's the trunciflora on one side and the red on the other. And look, the red is fruiting and flowering, and it has been for years. But the trunciflora side has never flowered. And they were grafted a while ago, man. Isn't that funny? Look at it. They were both the same size scion when I grafted it. And the trunciflora, I've had to cut it so many times. It outpaces it outgrows the red. Like a grapefruit and a key lime on a cocktail tree. It just don't work, man. One of them's gonna be a vestigial. Okay, we're making our way over to these trees in this little shade house, and then we'll talk about the hybrids really quick, and we'll bring this all to a screeching halt. Just a little bit longer. These all need some water. 75, yeah. It's not bad here. It's only probably 80 something. It should be like 100 degrees, but luckily it's not. No, we got lucky here today with a nice overcast, cool day. Could have been a lot hotter. Okay, now I'm making my way. Ugh, I forgot I gotta water these plants too. Shit. I mean, at least put the hose over here by them. Get out of there, you dirtbag. Damn, this chicken was in there knocking everything over. Bitch. Could have been a lot worse. See, you gotta have these borders or they'll knock everything over. These trees are looking pretty good. They're almost ready to sell. In another month or so, I'll feel safe in selling them. So, just letting them get settled right here now. All right, let's take it over here and then this thing over in the corner. Let's taste some. Let's taste a couple of these fruits at least, huh? And I can let this hose run for a second. 1 second over here. All right, we can flood this plane out here. That's my flood plane. It's a plastic basin right there. You let that hose run on that flood plane, and that floods all them plants out and keeps them wet at the bottom. That's my flood plane. You see it? It's plastic, and it's got an edge along the side. All right, let's get in here. All right. Okay. Nice size. First crop on the Shatters, getting some color. Looks like we're going to be able to let those get ripe. Let's come over to this tree though. Oh, look at this shot here. He's like, were you gonna eat those? Too bad I rubbed my claspers on them or whatever the hell these balls are. Look at him licking his lips. He rubbed his forked balls on my fruit before I ate it. He's just hopping all over the fruit, huh? It's like a McDonald's play place for him with the balls everywhere. This is what you think it is? The lizards in here get bold. So I'm looking for a fruit on here that's just perfectly ripe. Oh gosh, I'm kicking. There's one in here. I hate to pull one off because I want it to be there for my picture when I take the picture.
But I wanted to get a good picture of this loaded down. But that's about as ripe as I've ever been able to get one of these fruits. Is right about there. It still could get softer. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm not gonna pick it. I was gonna pick it, but I'm not gonna. I'll let it sit. Now, somebody was asking in the comments, and they say, how do you know that this tree right here, how can you say that that's a hybrid between the Trunciflora and the red, Jabuticaba? And he mentioned something about something being not self-fertile or something. Said Trunciflora is not, or something. Anyhow, I guess you'd have to grow these trees for years and then understand what you're looking at. And you know, I guess it's just an educated guess. But when you plant a tree and you get something that looks totally different, and you had both of them in close proximity, do you know what I mean? There's really, that's what happens. It's been demonstrated. They make hybrids. See, I don't know if I over fertilized the tree. This looks like over fertilizing right there. Too much nitrogen maybe. I hit it pretty hard recently with a lot of nitrogen. I'm gonna keep an eye on the new growth, but I'm definitely not gonna feed it again because it looks a little unhappy. Like I see the leaf, but these could just be old leaves that are gonna be shed anyway. So I don't wanna, I think they are just old leaves, but maybe a little too much food. Anyhow, it's definitely not a solid Trunciflora seedling. Do you know what I mean? This seedling is only about 8 years old by now, and you know, they don't have this habit. You got to know what the bark looks like, the leaf looks like. You know, if the two trees weren't fruiting at the same time in the same place, I wouldn't think it was a hybrid. Same with this tree. How can I confirm that this is a Grimmel and a red hybrid? I guess by looking at the leaves and the bark and knowing that I had the both in the same time, place, and all that, and knowing that hybrids are capable, and this looks like nothing else I've had. You got to be a professional in the realm, looking at the trees for all that time, and then make an educated decision, an educated guess. So, I mean, they are. Most certainly, I believe this is a hybrid of the Trunciflora and the red. And I have several of them. And it's not out of the realm of possibility to get all sorts of hybrids of these planias. I mean, why? They're allowed to have the scarlet, which is a hybrid of the white and the red. And I'm not allowed to have, you know, like, there's hybrids out there. It's just about knowing what to look for and selecting them, and then having the right trees and the right conditions, and then planting the seeds and keeping them alive. Anyway, yeah, I don't like how these leaves looking like, see these, like I fertilized it too much maybe. At least the new growth looks fine. The new growth looks fine. We'll keep an eye on the tree. We're keeping it watered. Conditions are all good. I did go heavy on the fertilizer, and I got to be careful on that, but I'm seeing a lot of nice new growth. Usually if you've hurt a tree with fertilizer, the results are pretty quick. Like, you're going to notice it, and the leaves just get fried. This is just, it's either heat, sun, and age on the leaf, or anyway. Mosey's hybrid. Okay, I'm good to get out of here. This little bastard tree hasn't fruited yet, pissing me off. Yeah, the way that you know you have a hybrid is you've been planting seeds for years. You look at the seeds and you get something that comes up from seeds that you had at your place that look totally unique. And it doesn't look just like a mutant. It's got totally different features. You've got to understand what you're looking at to know that you got something special. And I think for years people have been maybe getting things special, just not knowing that they're anything different or knowing what to, you know. And then you got people who lie and say they have something special when they don't, which is another problem. But hey, I'm not, I'm just a, whatever. Time will tell, won't it? You're gonna have to just wait and see, huh? Time will tell. You'll see who's the honest people and who has a good reputation and a bad reputation. Who's been honest throughout the years and who hasn't. Just because something got a new name doesn't mean it's something you should probably buy. I see it all the time. It's got a new name, now they're paying $300 for it. But what is it you're buying? Why does it separate itself from the crowd? It's just got a new name, I guess. You're gonna have to be careful with that. A lot of people can put new names on shit. I even gotta watch myself. Try not to just name everything and put everything out that you can. That's not what it's about. Finding the best stuff with some kind of redeeming characteristic that separates it from the rest. Something new that's actually fresh. Not just because it looks a little different. You'll see. It's gonna take you 7 years to figure it out though. That's the sad part. That's fine. Maybe not 7 years, maybe just 3. Maybe 6 months. So, I lied and I said I'd taste some of that fruit. I don't want to taste it yet. I want to leave it on there for the picture so it looks cooler. I don't want like an empty spot on my tree where there could have been a fruit, you know? So I'm not going to eat it. That pissed me off. Gotta love the cicadas, man. That's a wonderful sound in the South. They don't have those in your country, do they? Or in your area, probably. Do they got cicadas in California, or is that just a Florida thing? Help me out here. They don't have cicadas in the Netherlands, do they? You got them in Puerto Rico. That's because you're in the deep South. Do they got them up north? I don't remember them being up north. None in California, yeah. The cicadas will put you into a trance. They'll do their little hee. No, the biggest thing we have here is a cricket. Yeah, what about those Jerusalem crickets? You ever see them Jerusalem crickets? Them look cool, man. I like their colors. They're in Washington, really? Okay, okay. He says they got them in Washington. Now, when he says Washington, you mean Washington, D.C. or the great state of Washington? Gosh darn it. I guess he means the great state of Washington. He didn't say Washington, D.C. He said Washington. Get your mind right. That was my fault, dog. My bad. They live on every continent. Really? Okay, I didn't know that. I thought I was special when I woke up and I heard that shit. I thought I was special, like I was the only guy in town. You know, like it was just a Florida thing. But now you just rained on my parade right there. I thought I was something special. Obviously not. What am I hung up on over here? Car tire? Come on, pull through. Yeah. This tree wants water right here. This tree right here. Let's give it to it. Oh, some don't make the noise. So there you go. You got me feeling more special now. We got the 7-year cicadas over here, man. Why they call them 7 years? I think I hear them every year. Cicadas. Yeah, man. We got special cicadas out here. When I hear that noise, man, I thought it was a Florida thing, man. Listen to them. I can't hear them anymore. I'm trying to remember the first time I like heard cicadas and realized it. It would have been as a little boy. I would have been as a little boy, like playing in the streets. As a kid, I remember hearing it and being like, what the hell is that piercing noise from them trees? And it's everywhere. It used to be a lot louder too. Like when I was a kid, man, they would light it up and they'd be everywhere like a problem. Like it was crazy. Maybe it was 17 years and I'm only 40 years old and I've only seen it happen twice or something. But when I was a kid, I remember one time, boy, them things were everywhere like a plague. And it was so loud. It was thrilling. It was really a thrill. Looking back on it, looking back at them times, man, it was a real thrill to hear them 7-year cicada, whatever the hell. They get loud, man. They get loud out there. They're quiet now. They hear me talking about them. They hear me talking about them. 17 years, man. Every 17 years, they get their driver's license. They turn into adults. They start smoking cigarettes, going to the strip club, and they make a bunch of noise. It's like spring break. Yep, there you go. Every year, it's just a bunch of generations. That's what it's just like spring break. You get a party, a new batch of them every year. They fall off the balcony. They get injured. They're getting drunk. They're wrecking cars. They're in the trees. We got to pass a new law. Cicada adulthood bail. I'm the one who got legislation passed to get cicadas to have a higher age before they could drink, which thus lowers the noise level pollution. Cicadas in Florida have been degenerate, and they're working on a 17-year cycle every year with a new batch of them coming out. And we had to get legislation passed to get these cicadas. You know what I mean. Sorry. That was one of my rants I going. There's something going on in this trials of life out here today, man. Look at this tree growing out nice. Ooh. Ooh. That tree looks good. I just hit that with fertilizer too. This is that scarlet cherry of the Rio. Big ass leaf on that thing. Look at that. Scarlet cherry of the Rio. It always wilts in the full sun. This thing don't like the heat. I'm glad I planted it in the shade. But it's got a big ass leaf. They're calling it a scarlet cherry of the Rio. Huh. It really reminds me a lot of whatever the Calycina I have. It looks like the Calycina kind of. We'll see. I got two of them. The other one looks different. That's another scarlet over there. A much smaller leaf. Nice little tree back here. A little grafted tree back there. Backup tree. Little backup. I've been trying to keep this tree real happy this year. The, what do they call this? The Sabra hybrid. I think I've got one more for sale coming up. I just have to get it looking right. This is a Sabra hybrid from Pine Island Nursery. They were selling one year. And it always gets burnt leaf tips, that kind of thing. But right now, I fertilized it, I watered it. It's got some nice new growth coming out. Looks like it's kind of hard to see, but I've been on top of this thing, man. Trying to keep it real happy. This is the year of not slacking on the watering. In years previous, I would not water as much or fertilize as much just out of either not having the money or just being lazy. But now, man, we're not playing that game anymore, man. We're not playing that game no more. We watering and we feeding them every chance we get. Actually, I got to be careful because I might overfeed. That's another reason I don't feed them a lot, is because I'm guilty of overfeeding them sometimes. And I think I've already done that to like the Schatzer's hybrid. I gave it just a little too much. We'll see. It just makes the leaves look shitty for a minute. If you don't kill it, it's just gonna make leaves fall off. But it's not gonna die. It's just, I like to over fertilize too, so you gotta be careful. Always better to give them less fertilizer than too much. Fertilize the hell out of that tree. I think it's the second time I've watered this tree on this stream. Never too much, never too much. This time of year, man, you can't overdo it on the water. I don't think. Maybe you could, I guess, but. Damn it. All right. All right. This puny ass white jabuticaba gets these little flowers. Hasn't fruited yet, but it just started flowering. It's a little tree too. Look. Shit almost fell. Out of the way, this chair. It's going to the trash. back to shipping. So I'm gonna finish this off. They're gonna go out tomorrow. And then I'll do my listings again on this Thursday. Keeping it clean in here. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have some freeze-dried fruit for sale for local pickup. I'm toying with the idea of just selling it as a potpourri, not for human consumption, and then list that shit on eBay. And you guys figure it out. You know what I mean? But that's gonna be the next step. Is freeze-dried potpourri, not for human consumption. eBay auctions, man. That's what I'm about to do. I'm not even kidding. It's a potpourri, man. You're not supposed to eat that. You're supposed to look at it. What you do with it, that's not my business. Flowerwood pots, dried flower pots. You know? I think that may be the angle we got to take here, guys. That's great, the way it balances like that. That's beautiful. What's his name got me drinking these? Tyler got me drinking these body armors. When I drink this, I feel like I got a bulletproof vest of fruit juice on, man. I like the fruit punch flavor. Some Jabba Cow. Oh. They say not to talk about it, just to be about it. But I got this idea I want to do. I'm going to freeze dry some, I want to freeze dry the lemon drop mangosteen and put a piece of miracle fruit. You eat it, but you have to squeeze out the pulp juice and do it in like you're saying, I have to fill up something like this, you know? Fill it with the juice of the lemon drop mangosteen. Then put a little bit of miracle fruit pulp in each one too. So it'll be like that yellow and a dot of red. And then you freeze dry it. I hate these things. They come from 7-Eleven. I like them. Got an office chair for every day of the week in here, people. This is as clean as you're gonna see it in my room. Clark, we cleaned up for you, homie. Look at the ground. It's relatively clean. Look it over there. It's clean. This is as clean as you're gonna get it, Clark. It's clean. Don't ask me why I have a heater on. I get a little draft underneath my desk. That's why I put my heater on. And look, we can make it a party atmosphere in here if we have to, guys. Right? 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 Is this your kind of office or what? Party time. Excellent. Remember the bat? He said he wants to share a bowl of soup. Actually, she. It's like a dog. I never really look at this thing. I just forgot that I got a bat. Looks like they shot it in the arm. Someone bought it for me. My mom got it for me. That's my bat. And then we got the butterflies too. Someone bought that for me years ago. I don't know what kind they are. I know that's a blue morpho. recognize any butterflies? We got this over here too. These are ones that I must have found over the years. These are old specimens now. And then this is from a project in school. I put a cockroach in that motherfucker. It's got all sort of specimens. Wait up, I got, oh, they're fighting. They shouldn't be fighting, but they each had their own place, but now that one's fallen down somehow. Anyway. I gotta fix that. I'm sure that tarantula smells good. That's my old pet. My old pet tarantula. Someone gave me that. I gotta get that cleaned up. We're gonna go watch a video on how to restore these pans. You know, I'm just gonna scrub the shit out of it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get back to work. Thank you for watching. We're gonna take it all back to the bench now. Back to the bench. Want to thank Ray and Tanya for this wonderful bench. It blends in with my natural wood floors. Oil and bake. Thanks, Clark. Yeah, Doug. 2021. Year of the bat suit. I like that bat. That's good artistic design, man. Fruits. See you guys.